All right, 2 semifinalists have been decided, and it was a lot closer than it should have been. They squeaked by. First one, Barca Dortmund. Dortmund just couldn't get out of the hole they were in. Barca played the worst game I've seen them play this season, and they got lucky to get out of there, only conceding 3, to be honest. Szczesny totally saved them, man. This game could have been 5-1. It could have been 5-0. Dortmund could have straight up won this game in regulation and won the tie. That's how bad Barca was, man. That's how bad Barca was. Dortmund played really well, and they played the way... Actually, you know what? I take that back. I have to take it back, because I thought Dortmund played well, but the way Barca were playing, it made Dortmund look so much better. Like, I think that was more of a Barcelona bad performance than it was a Dortmund good performance. Even though Guirassy, again, you know, most underrated striker in Europe, scoring a great hat trick. He was by a mile the best player on the pitch, by a fucking mile. By a mile, he was the best player on the pitch. Guirassy, what a performance. Panenka penalty when you're down 4-0. That takes balls, bro. That takes balls. And that's the moment that he needs in this season to really like pick his form back up. But anyway, Rafinha, he might win the Ballon d'Or this year, but that was the worst game I've ever seen Rafinha play. That he was the worst player on the pitch by a mile. I watched every game when he was at Leeds. I've watched a lot of his Barca games. He usually turns up in these big moments. He usually has really good clutch performances. Yesterday was not one of those, man. He was awful, terrible. Every time he touched the ball, every dribble that he tried, there was one breakaway that he had probably 5 to 10 steps on Sula. Like, he was in front of him, 5 to 10 steps on Sula. Sula was able to catch up to him, and he just dribbled the ball right into Sula's lap. Okay? Rafinha was terrible. Rafinha was awful. Yamal looked really tired. So I don't think he played well. Yamal was bad. Had to get subbed off. But I will say this, man. Shining light for Barca here. Pedri is, like, probably, in terms of impact and most valuable player, probably top 5. No, scratch that. Top 3 in the world, okay? For most valuable player. As soon as Pedri got on the pitch, autopilot mode. Autopilot mode for Barca, bro. It's like nothing happened, bro. It's like they, like... Oh my gosh, man. This guy is just like... He calms everything down. He controls the match, man. He is so good. Pedri, man. He's unbelievable. And I still think he's actually underrated. That's how good he is. Like, comes into the game, like, halfway through the second half, and just completely changes it. Completely flips it on its head, bro. Barca started controlling the game again, and then the tie was never really in question after that. I think Dortmund did end up scoring another goal, but as soon as I thought Pedri got on the pitch, I was pretty calm. I was pretty calm that Barca were going to go through. But in the end, yeah, it's going to be a Barca. They're going to play the winner of Inter and Bayern Munich. That's going to happen later today. That's going to be a great game no matter who goes through. But if Barca played the way they did yesterday, in either of the 2 matches in the next match, either of the 2 legs, they will lose. 100%. They will lose. I don't care. I don't care. Alright, second game. Far closer game. A lot more nail-biting game. PSG advance over Aston Villa. My goodness, Aston Villa gave it their best, man. But, again, similar to the Dortmund game, too big of a hole to climb out of. That Nuno Mendes goal at the end of the last game really killed them. Ended up just 1 goal away, man. So close, bro. And also conceding first, like PSG getting the first goal in this game, really situation. Of course, the only downside being that they conceded early, and they actually, I think they were down 2-0 at halftime, which didn't help. So conceded early and conceded often. That was the only really downside. But I thought they attacked well. Marcus Rashford looked great for Villa. He loves playing against PSG, bro. Like, even when he was at United, like, every time he played PSG, he always turned up. I thought I thought Aston Villa's midfield actually played a lot better than the previous game. Vitinha and João Neves definitely struggled in the midfield there. Tielemans, McGinn, great game. Fantastic game. Each of them getting a goal. Or actually, did Tielemans score? I think he assisted one. I don't know if he scored. I think it was Konsa. Konsa got one. But yeah, I also, like, UEFA gave the man of the match to Dembele. Like, I understand giving it to a PSG player, but you don't give it to Dembele, man. You give it to Hakimi or Nuno Mendes. Like, bro, what are they doing, bro? That's crazy. By the way, speaking of Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, probably the greatest fullback pairing in the world right now. Hakimi might be the best right back in the world, and Nuno Mendes might be the best left back in the world. Like, honestly, they're in contention for both. Like, they're playing insane football. Like, Nuno Mendes was literally playing as, like, a striker in that goal, the second goal. Great finish, again, from Nuno Mendes, just like the first game. Hakimi, a good finish as well. Also playing, like, a striker when he scored. Like, craziness. Absolute craziness, bro. But yeah, again, PSG do barely enough to get through. They didn't play as bad as I thought Barca played in comparison to their first game. But I think these teams just need to know when to kind of pack it in a little bit and just kind of sit back and absorb pressure. Because I don't think these teams, like, both of PSG and Barca, like, they just don't really know how to defend and time waste. Like, they don't have the dark arts powers that, like Arsenal or Atletico Madrid have, you know? And who knows, maybe they'll mess them up later down the line, or they're just going to score enough goals like they did in this game where it doesn't really matter. Either way, I think those are the two best teams in football right now. We'll see how they go going forward. Maybe lack of a result kind of makes them wobble a little bit. But I still think those PSG and Barca are the two best teams in the world right now still. Yeah, we'll see later today who they end up playing. Barca is going to play the winner of Inter and Bayern, and then PSG is going to play the winner of Arsenal Real Madrid. So we'll see how those games get on, and we'll talk about that. Also, just remember this, I wanted to throw this in. Just like how Szczesny really helped out Barca, dude, Donnarumma had one of those games again today. Like, there are a few Aston Villa chances that should have gone in, but Donnarumma, or I think Pacho had also like a goal line block as well. But Donnarumma, for me, like, also could be in contention for man of the match for PSG. But yeah, really, really great performance from Donnarumma, silencing the haters and starting to turn the opinion on how he performs in big games, because, you know, big game against Liverpool, again, big game against Aston Villa. Like, this guy is starting to become a big game player, like those, like the Emi Martinez. Actually, I mean, the guy on the other side of the field, you know. So, yeah, Donnarumma definitely climbing the goalkeeper rankings for sure today. But yeah. All right, semifinals are locked in. They're locked in. Just finished watching Real Madrid, Arsenal, Bayern, Inter. I'll talk about Arsenal just played Real Madrid off the pitch, didn't they? My goodness. Real Madrid just looked so lost. I was thinking about it, and I think the man of the match for me is between Declan Rice and Timber. for Arsenal. I mean, Declan Rice just absolutely bossed the midfield. He could do it all, man. I mean, he almost gave away a pen, but to be honest, I think both cases they probably shouldn't have been penalties. Even Arsenal's, I don't think that was a pen. But yeah, and then Timber just like erased Vinny off of this game. Like, I know he scored, but like, come on. Like, Saliba just handed him that one. It's not like he created anything. Mbappe again, poor game. It got subbed off with the injury. It looks like he like twisted his ankle or something. But yeah, Mbappe not good. Rodrigo not good. Bellingham not good. This Real Madrid team, man, they got a lot of questions that need answering very fast. And I think honestly, it's got to start with getting rid of that front four. Has got to change, man. Vinny Jr. and Mbappe do not work. They do not work together, man. They don't. I know they're both great players, but they hinder each other. I think Real Madrid needs to look into getting a new striker. I would love to see Gyökeres go there. That would be fantastic. And have Mbappe move out left. And then I don't know what they do with Vinny, man. I don't know. Maybe he learns how to play right wing, or they ship him to Saudi. Don't know. But hey, Real Madrid need a big change. Whether that be with Vinicius, whether that be with Ancelotti, something's got to change. Something big's got to change at Real Madrid, man. This is not going to be the same Madrid team we are going to see next year. They're going to change something. I can guarantee it. Arsenal looked fantastic. Not much to say, really. Played a great game. They came into Madrid and just, I mean, they had a little hiccup with the goal, like the conceding the goal, but they come on. It was never really in doubt, was it? Like, even when Saka missed the penalty, it was like a bit shaky, but no, they always had it. It was always their game. They controlled it. But yeah, not too much to say. Arsenal will play PSG. That's going to be a great game. Fantastic game. Inter Bayern, on the other hand, I think was a lot more interesting. Because if I was an Inter fan, I would be so frustrated watching this team. I know they won, and I know according to Inzaghi, they played great, right? That is how he lined them up to play. That's how they wanted to play. Lauti, by the way, Lautaro Martinez, great goal, great performance. It kind of dropped in front of him, but overall, in the game, he played really well. But man, this Inter team, I know they made it through, but I really think that they are better than how they're playing. I think they played down to Bayern today, and that's not to bash on Bayern, but Bayern are dealing with injuries. I believe there's a question about the manager. There's a question about the back line. Of course, with injuries, I know that's how it goes. No Musiala, no Davies. Big losses. Big. And in spite of those big losses, Bayern still came out and played a very even game with Inter. You know, on another day when maybe they have their personnel, Bayern win this time. And I don't know, man. If Inter sit back and play the way they did against Bayern, against Barcelona, I don't think it's going to go as well, because I think Bayern and Barca do play similarly, but Barca do it better than them, and they're a better team. They have a better coach. They have better players. Yeah, so it's really close. But yeah, semifinals of the Champions League locked in. It's going to be Arsenal, PSG, Barcelona, Inter. It's going to be awesome.